Welcome back to Court Reacts, you guys. It's your girl Courtney Danae, and I'm back with another reaction. Now, as y'all may have read in the title below, today's video is going to be this is the second video actually. This is the second video for today, but today's video is going to be on council culture show. Council culture show. That's a tongue twister. Why they choose it as a name? But anyway, the video is gonna be with Nick Cannon and Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. The title is A Place of Peace in Mind. We're gonna get into this video, y'all, but before we do that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, as well as the other channels below in the description. And don't forget to follow me on my social medias. That's TikTok and Instagram at Courtney Danae 2_. Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to be in a safe space and a brave place where it's all about counseling and not canceling. This is counsel culture, the place where we can feel together, deal together, reveal together so we can heal together. And I am joined by an illustrious guest. Man, it truly is an honor. This professional, this expert is the president of the NAACP branch 1069. That's intense. That's heavy. She has her own street dedicated to her in Los Angeles because of her skill set. I mean, author, motivational speaker, community activist, as well as a co-producer and psychology expert on the hit reality show Teen Mom Family Reunion. It's long overdue. I'm excited because not only is she a life coach, but she is also a marriage, family, and child therapy professional. The one and only Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
What's up, Nick?
Such a pleasure. I'm
That's a lot of credentials, baby. Before I get into this, y'all, I seen a clip of her letting him have it, baby. And after I seen that, I said I gotta watch the whole video. So that's why we're here today. So let's get into this video.
With that, my goodness, it's truly a pleasure. I'm on your couch today. We have a lot to discuss. I've been doing counsel culture for quite some time, and I created this platform specifically, like I said earlier, for men to be able to be vulnerable.
Right.
He ain't that good with making eye contact.
No holds barred. Really be held accountable for, what we say, what we do. But be able to have a conversation about anything. So people like yourself, professionals like yourself are needed. One, to really discuss mental wellness in our community, but then also to hold our brothers to the fire when it needs to be. Me, starting with me. Since I said
you the main one.
You've done a lot of work, not just as a doctor and as a therapist, but also with legislation when it comes to making sure that we have these opportunities as men and women, but specifically men in facilities of incarceration, but specifically in our community to have places to go to be able to deal.
Absolutely.
To be able to repent, to be able to have some sort of reform and reconciliation. So I lean in, at the beginning of this, just to say if you could expound on that, but then also to say, it's that time to really talk that talk. And at first we hug it out and say, black men, you matter, but then at the same thing, this is black men, this is how you can do better.
No, absolutely. And the whole black men, you matter is just a slogan. Because when you look at politics, even just go back to anyone who's watched any presidential debate, any congressional debate, any local city council mayor debate, there is so much conversation around women and women of color and how to make things safer when we're giving birth, how to make things safer for us health-wise, right? Mm-hmm. But there's never a conversation about black men.
It really is.
When it comes to the rise in diabetes, prostate cancer, when it comes to the rise in suicide and suicide ideations within our black male community, where black men are 3 times more likely to commit suicide than black women. And suicide used to be a white thing. And now I'm not condoning suicide against any human race. I think suicide is dark, it's sad, it's lonely. And, it's a human right to have a mental health and have a great quality of life. Mm-hmm. But when you look at it, where it transitioned from being a white thing to now it's a black and male thing, there are more issues than just a conversation can help. And when you talk about legislation, you know, there's a thing called Amber Alert. And an Amber Alert is when, you know, any child is missing under the age of 18. Yeah. Okay, well, you know, a good friend of mine who was an amazing senator, now running for lieutenant governor, Stephen Bradford, our California senator, he came out with the Ebony Alert. The Ebony Alert does what? It alerts when there are black kids and black adults that are missing. So we need legislation that doesn't say, let's put a blanket over this. Okay, we need legislation that says loud and clear that this bill, this legislation, this policy is for black men, for a black man. Going a little further, when we talk about incarceration, you know, we need to be in a space of deliverance and not dismissal. And a lot of times, not just from a political standpoint, but also...
My bad, y'all. I don't want to be pausing and I'm just really letting them talk because they really talking about something that's really important and really true. So I'm just trying to listen first before I say something.
From a professional standpoint, like healthcare and mental health, but also from just being in the community in the inner city, or being in the community as just a person who is black or a person of color, we need to be able to look at how do we deliver each other, even as friends, than just dismiss and sabotage, because that comes from a root of pain and a root of abandonment and a root
trauma,
of inferiority and a root of many other things, right? And so with incarceration, how do we do more mental health diversions instead of incarceration time? Because the relapse rate of someone coming out of prison and doing the exact same act is at 92%. So at 92%, if me and you go to jail for anything, we're more than likely going to repeat that behavior. But if you're going to get 10 years in prison and the judge, because I'm all for somebody getting the time when they do the crime. The judge says, hey, look, you know, Nick, I'll give you 2 years in prison, but you got 5 years of mental health diversion. What is mental health diversion? Mental health diversion means you're going to a counselor, a therapist, a psychiatrist, a psychologist that's going to go deeper into what is the root of what's going on with the behavior you continuously create. Why is your 3-part house, how you think, how you feel, how you behave, out of alignment, right? Where did you either learn this behavior or what is your learned behavior? So we can figure out how to get you to unlearn, to relearn, okay? Reprogram, so your norm shifted to a new norm that can be conducive, real reform, okay? And so when you're putting someone in a slammer, that's dismissal. There's no deliverance in there.
It really ain't. And she basically saying that these men just keep going to jail, they keep going to jail, and they not learning nothing from it. Yeah, they sitting down for like, what, a year or so, a couple months, 1129, what y'all want to call it. I don't know nothing about 1129. I'm talking about 1129. I mean, my daddy done did 1129 a couple of times, but I don't know exactly how much time that is. But anyway, it really ain't doing anything, like, for their mental. It's just putting them, locking them up like an animal. Like, locking them up and throwing away the key so they don't nobody have to deal with them no more. When really, like she said, it should be some kind of like mental health evaluations and you know, I don't know, I guess they got stuff like that in jail because I know they do like Bible, like studies of Bible reads and stuff like that. You know, everybody when they go to jail, they be wanting to talk about the Lord on the phone every time they call you and stuff. So I guess they doing something involving church while they locked up. But she make a good point when she say that it really should be stuff like that. And not even just when people go to jail, just in general. Like, mental health and stuff is very dismissive in our community, in our households, because our parents and their parents and all that, everything was just swept under the rug and nothing was really addressed. Like, it's a lot of trauma.
There's no deliverance in there, you know? And so the real thing is to make sure that, make sure that we are getting black men to a place of having a diversion. And also, you said accountability really quick. I love accountability, but I hate the way it's thrown around. Because accountability isn't something that I can just tell you, Nick, you need to be accountable.
Right.
And then tomorrow morning, you're just like, you know what, Doc, I apologize, I'm sorry, I'm accountable. Yeah, those are the superficial, surface words of accountability. But let me explain this. People, not just black men, people need the tools on how do you really take accountability. Right. What is accountability?
That's true, because it sounds like you say it, but it's like, how did it really happen? Like, or like, it's like a apology is empty if there's no action behind it.
And it can't be just action, right? When you tell them you need to hold yourself accountable, you need to start being accountable for stuff. Like people can do that. Just like people say, "Oh, I'm sorry, oh, I apologize," and turn around and do the same thing. That's how they throw accountability out. Like they be like, "Well, I'm accountable. I take accountability for what I did," but you still doing the same thing. That's kind of what they saying basically.
I mean, so.
And then what action? How do you choose as a black man? I'm telling you as a black man, no, you need to be accountable. This was wrong with you.
All right, I'm accountable.
Okay, right.
And then what?
And then what? And then what if all you know is how to say, I'm sorry? What if that's what if that's the extent to your capacity of accountability?
Guilty. I'm guilty of that.
Everybody guilty of that.
I have no problem saying I'm sorry. Especially if I know that's going to get me out of trouble really quick.
That's why they say it. Just like I apologize.
If it's I'm sorry and I keep repeating the same thing, then that sorry becomes.
Y'all, I used to hear I'm sorry, I apologize so many times from people, and I just be like, I don't even care to hear that no more. Quit telling me you sorry. Quit. Don't even tell me you apologize. Don't tell me none of that. Don't tell me nothing. Just do it. Like, cause at this point, them just words that you think finna save you from this thunder. But baby, they don't even work like that.
And so even when I accept your apology and go back into relationship with you, and I'm not just talking about romance, I'm talking about professional, friendship, family ship, I've also just dismissed you. Because delivering you or assisting you would have taught you what accountability looks like for me.
So what does that look like? I mean, as we break that down, like how do you actually become accountable for more than just saying, I'm sorry, or yeah, I'm guilty, or I did that? Like, where does the real repentance occur?
I love that. Accountability isn't just I'm sorry, it's a plan of action to shift or pivot in a different way next time around. So really, I don't need an apology from you for you to be accountable. So you could be accountable on your own without saying I'm sorry, right? Because accountability shows up in our next engagement where we encounter the same circumstance. I see you do a different action. That's accountability.
Don't repeat the same offense.
That's accountability. And the other thing is, if I don't know a different or new action to exhibit, then I should be able to have enough sense of self and confidence in me and safe space with you, because if I choose you, I trust you. So, we got to start choosing better as well. Okay? I should be able to, accountability. I should be able to come to you and say, Nick, listen, I am, very apologetic for what I did. I don't want to do it again, but I don't know another way. Like, I don't know how to show up different for you. I don't know how to speak without emasculating you. I don't know how to dig without gutting you out. Right. I don't know how to tell you I don't like something without, excuse my language, can I curse for a minute? Without saying, F you. You get what I'm saying? I don't know how to tell you you hurt my feelings without saying, you're a nothing ass nigga. We don't talk real, let's talk real. I don't know that. Facts. So at what point do you help deliver me as your friend or as your woman, or as your wife that says, can you show me different? Without sabotaging me, without abandoning me, without causing more pain.
Girl, what you touching on that man for?
Leaving me.
He gonna get
because I didn't. Hold on. What was your ideology of what I should have done? Now we're talking about codependency.
It's his next victim.
That's real talk. That's heavy. You diving in deep immediately. I mean, even when it comes, like you said, in any type of relationship, like both sides taking accountability. I mean, I wish there was a better word, or I mean, you described it, very eloquently, but it really is both sides holding true when they do come to whatever the interaction is, to say, I'm only my shit, you only your shit. And the goal, to me, it's always like, are we looking for resolution? Are we just really here to emote and say, this is my piece and you got to hear me? Which there's opportunity for those spaces too. Like,
exactly.
And people like, I need to get this out. I need you to emote. I need to feel this, but hopefully in our interaction, there's going to be some sort of solution and resolution at the end of the day.
And let me ask you this. Do you believe, just personally you, that solution or resolution looks like us coming into agreement?
Not always.
Okay.
We can agree to disagree. But for me, just like I said, I'm on your couch right now. I don't know if it's the Libra in me, if it's my issues as a child. I'm quick to be like, we agree to disagree, so I'm out. I'll run. I'll
we know. How many baby mamas you get? We can tell. Like, you Look, I can say this. I can say this. I ain't got no baby mamas or nothing, but I be running, baby. If something don't sit right with my spirit, or if I done took enough of that I can take, I'm gone. Pew! I'm tired of talking about it. Pew! I'm tired of repeating myself. Pew! I don't want to talk no more. Holler at me later. Type shit. Like, we can tell, Nick, you do a lot of running. To the next cat, okay?
I'm out. I'll run. I'll detach.
Me too.
I'll act like, I'll shut down. I'll internalize. And I know that's not healthy.
It's not.
But just as a man, to stay away from conflict with any woman in my life, I'll just be like,
you got it.
Disagree. Yeah. You can have that.
But who taught you that you sabotage to avoid conflict? Because that's not true. But who taught you that? Where did you learn that from?
I mean, years of therapy.
Okay.
But
I feel like he was hesitant on saying therapy. Ain't nothing wrong with therapy, Nick. Everybody need a little therapy. I feel like that's something that you learn over time. Like, if you keep constantly going through stuff, you learn to detach yourself from people. You learn, like, people rub me the wrong way. I'm good off you. I feel like that's a learned behavior. Y'all get what I'm saying? And also, like, I don't know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying? I lost my train of thought.
Because I wouldn't say sabotage, but I just know that I tend to run or to avoid.
But fleeing is sabotaging.
Is it always?
Fleeing is sabotaging.
Or is that safety?
Yes.
Because if I engage, and especially if one or two parties become hostile in the engagement, I'd much rather be like, you know what? I'm going to wait till we calm down.
But what is hostility? Unresolved pain.
Right.
So if you're fleeing from unresolved pain, then what is the resolve? What is the benefit of fleeing from unresolved pain?
So I don't cause no more pain, because baby, if it's unresolved, it don't matter if we resolve it. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna feel some type of way until I don't no more. That's my problem. So I agree with Nick. I flee too, to calm down, flee to get my thoughts together. I take a ride. If me and my husband get into it, I'm gonna take a ride. I'm gonna ride around the whole city. just in my thoughts, in my feelings, crying. I cry a lot, y'all. I'm a good crier. I release all them toxins when I cry, baby. Ain't no wrong with crying neither. But I think we flee to, I know my reason why I flee. It's a lot of trauma from the past and all these, daddy issues, all that stuff. People coming in and out of your life and thinking that's cool, like doing stuff to you when you be like, I'm good on everybody. So that's why I do the stuff that I do. But me, on the other hand, I don't know. It's different with a man, because I'm not a man. I can't speak on a man. I could just give my honest opinion. But I'm going to keep watching, though, because I feel like he finna tell us a little something. He gonna tell off on himself, basically.
More unresolved pain.
Well, I'm saying pain causes pain, and hurt people hurt people.
Yes.
And so in that sense, in our heightened interaction,
yes,
if we hear with it, I'm gonna check out. Because you're saying things that are hurtful.
Got you.
Therefore, I'm gonna want to say things that are hurtful.
So let me ask you this: what tool could you use that could dissipate the hostility and bring y'all to a safe space? Because let me say this. Hold on. No. Wrong answer.
I'm leaving. I will be back.
Period.
That is your dysfunctional norm.
Absolutely.
And that stemmed from what you said, abandonment. All abandonment does is make you...
That's it right there. Abandonment. I'm glad she got to it. That's my reason. Feeling abandoned by so many people in your life, or you always there for people, and then it's like things happen and it's like, dang, F you. It's like you cool now with just running out of people's life because, they do that to me. Don't nobody give a fuck about me. They so quick to leave me or do something to me. You know what? I'm good. I'll follow y'all. So I'm a flee. That's what it is.
You create a little boy who was taught that he didn't matter, who was taught that he was not honorable, he was not respectful, he has very low value, who grows into a grown man who projects that exact value.
Why you gotta talk about me in my face like this?
You know who projects that exact value on every woman he comes in contact with. And so he overcompensates for things outside of him, not things inside of him, which makes him extremely codependent. And we're getting to that with all your baby mamas. We'll wait a little longer to get into
She said all your baby mamas.
The tool, we'll get there.
She finna read him, baby.
For dissipating, because I want everyone to know this tool. This is just not for you or for me. I mean, because I was the one that used to go hostile. I know I can go hostile and emasculate and say a lot of cutting things. And if a dude didn't pivot, it was gonna be some pivoting if he didn't
baby.
pivot. I understand it. But the tool is emotional intelligence. The tool is what is emotional intelligence to you?
Emotional intelligence is knowing how to suss out the situation and understand and feel for someone else and have the empathy for the moment. That's why I'm removing myself.
Emotional intelligence is more about you. It's about being able to sit in what you feel. Hold on. Without the codependency of allowing this person's emotions to
penetrate.
To throttle. Penetrate, that's my word.
This fool.
To move my throttle.
Right.
That's called self-mastery, and that's emotional intelligence. And so when things get hostile, if I implement the emotional intelligence tool and I say, hold on, Nick, baby, I'm just trying to have a conversation with you. Like, seriously, there's a lot of pain between both of us, and I would rather us sit and exchange our pain and facilitate each other than us turn on each other and project more pain onto each other. Are you in a place to do that right now, or do you need some time before we can do that? That's the emotional intelligence. 9 times out of 10, that de-arms the other person. If the person's not there yet, then it's still healthy for you to say, look, Doc, I want to do that, but I can't do that right now, so I need a moment. But that's still emotional intelligence on your end.
That's two emotionally intelligent people communicating.
But what is mental health? That's mental health.
When someone says, I'm putting this EQ aside, you know, and therefore I need to emote right now. I can, you know, if I said exactly what you said to someone that I was in discussion or
inflamed with, you're inflamed at that moment.
They're gonna say, I want to hear that shit. Like, I feel like this right now, and the tone in which you're talking to me is you're actually being passive aggressive. You're using all these big therapy,
and you're trying to make me feel inferior,
and you're gaslighting me and all these other fascinating terms that we come up with. When I really I'm just trying to find resolution. I always say it's not about who's right; it's about what's right. And in those scenarios, if someone is enraged, if someone is
the gaslighting that happens in an argument, a disagreement, or a conversation is beyond me, baby. It's crazy work. Like, it'll have you thinking, dang, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I did do something. Like, it had you thinking like you the problem, or you somebody. It really do. Like, y'all, it really do. And sometimes, it's good to, well, not sometimes, it's good to see somebody else's point of view. Like, actually listen to somebody else first, then express your feelings. But at the same time, you can't be the only one listening to understand what they talking about, and they just immediately shutting whatever you say off. But that's another topic, y'all.
Feeling pain, they don't want to be like the thing that I always say with women: never tell a woman to calm down, never tell a woman to relax. You gotta let it happen. Anyway, I'm not gonna tell you
it's gonna be worse.
I'm not gonna tell you to relax. I'm gonna leave and I'll be back.
Baby, and if you leave, this the thing. I'ma leave. But if you leave, oh baby, I'm done. I'm mad. Oh, you just made me even more mad. Like, why? Why we like that? I can leave to cool down, but as soon as you leave, oh, it's over. It's over. I don't want to talk no more. Don't look at me. I ain't gonna say nothing to you for a whole week. Period.
Yes.
When the pain level is at a 10, you're gonna return. The pain level is gonna be at a 20. Let me tell you why. Because
I'll be going long enough.
Because you left her in her pain to fend for herself, which is exactly what happened to you as a little boy.
Right.
But if you leave with men, they might text you or call you and stuff, but sometimes they just gonna let you cool out. Some of them gonna let you cool out and they ain't gonna say nothing because they already know that you hot. And then when you come back, they gonna wanna, we talk, stuff like that. But women on the other hand, baby, if you leave us and we mad and we ain't finished saying what we were just repeating, like we be saying the same thing over and over again just to get a different reaction. But if we ain't done saying what we got to say and you leave us, Baby, you just made it even worse. You just made it even worse. You should just sit there and just took it. Because, baby, you finna go through it the whole week. I'm talking the whole week.
Wait, but look what it created in you. Not saying that you're not a
I'm not
wonderful
leaving
man.
forever. I'll be back when you calm. I mean, because I don't want to say it.
Right. You can say calm down to me. I'm emotionally intelligent. I can take
when
it.
things are a little bit more chill, because otherwise, like you said, it's going to be
And let me
stuff
ask you
all over the house.
this, and be honest about this answer.
Always.
How, when you've left, obviously you've done, this is your norm, you've done this all your life. When you've left for long enough to come back, how many times have you and that particular individual had the same damn argument over and over again? That wasn't the last time y'all had that.
I don't know if this is a trick or this is manipulation, but if you stay gone long enough, they get worried about you. and then they
He be playing games, baby. Tit for tat.
Right, okay, but that's also
makeup.
But that's momentarily. That's in the moment, though, baby. Later on in that relationship,
then we can talk.
But y'all have revisited that same issue
because we have to
because
resolve.
there's no resolve.
But there's no one's enraged in
but
that
let me
moment
tell you
because
why.
time heals most
Let me
wounds.
tell you why. Because feelings cause issue. Feelings cause issue.
It just go in the back of our head.
Feelings cause issue.
We ain't forgot it.
Absolutely.
Not emotions.
Okay.
Two different things.
Break that down.
So, you know the culture term, you and your feelings?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
But when I'm sitting in my emotions, I'm feeling.
Right.
So that I can deal.
Absolutely.
And so that I can heal.
Yeah.
And
Emotions are more than just feelings.
Right. And so if I am emotional.
Y'all, my camera finna die, but we're gonna stop this video right here, and I'm gonna do a part 2 to this because it's getting juicy and it's getting good. I feel like I got a little more to say to add to what they talking about, because we still ain't got to the point where she let him have it, baby, from the clip I seen. I ain't got some big old feet up there. But anyways, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to this channel, as well as the other channels below in the description, and follow me on my social medias. That's Instagram and TikTok at Courtney Danae 2_. Y'all, I'm gonna be back with part 2.